Alright, I've just been using a piece of software, and once again, it's trying to be clever. Alright? The number one principle in software development must be keep it simple. Okay? And the idiots who are designing software are breaking that rule left, right, and center. I was just using an Adobe product. These guys they're out of their minds. They're trying to manipulate the user, they're trying to cause the user to do things, and they're trying to do everything for the user. When are these idiots going to wake up? You know, I feel like creating a project of my own specifically to educate all of the software developers on this planet, because they just seem to be idiots as far as I can see. All they want to do is try and manipulate the user and show off. Nobody cares at all, in any way, shape or form, about how wonderful the, or how pretty, or how wonderful the developer, designer, or whatever you want to call them, programmer, can, how wonderfully they can make the thing do special things. No one cares. Keep it simple. No one cares about how wonderful and clever you think you are with regard to what you've produced. No one cares. All they want the thing to do is work. But you idiots are so out of touch with the user, completely and utterly out of touch with the user, that you have no interest in what the user wants. You people are blind and stupid. You've even got political agendas creeping in. Like I mentioned the other day in a video about Adobe Photoshop, the splash screen. It's devoted to trying to make people think of negative things. Just, what is this nonsensical situation that's been created? It's been created by liars, okay? And I'll tell you where it comes from again, right? The people who wanted to take over the world using communism, right, have noticed that they can't do it through military means, right? So they've said, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll try and manipulate everyone. But everyone can see it. Why can't you people just stop what you're doing and leave the rest of the world be? You have created a sickness in the world. And it's crept into everything. There used to be honour, there used to be discipline, there used to be regulations, there used to be standards, there used to be authority, and you idiots have just messed up the whole thing. That's all you've achieved. Because you couldn't get what you wanted the proper way. You lost. So instead of losing gracefully, you said, oh, well, we'll try and cheat then. And therein lies the problem. Lying and cheating. And that's what these people do. That's what these people are, the people who are doing this. That's why they are so obsessed with saying, oh no, you can't persecute anyone. Oh no, you can't judge anyone. Because they're the number one people who need to be judged. What they have done is ruined everything. And they don't care. They're the kind of people who say, well, if I can't have it, no one can have it. What disgraces. And it ends up with nothing working. Governments don't work, software doesn't work, systems don't work, because they're full of these lying, wretched scumbags and their disgraceful destruction of what used to work. We used to have systems that worked for us. Now we've got feminism and basically it's quasi-communist ideas trying to creep in the back door. And they need to be squatted. They need to be squashed. Forthright strength, confidence based upon proper achievement and bravery and courage. That's what drives this world, not ratbag theft and manipulation and all these disgusting things that these people are trying to almost dress up as virtues. It won't work. You people, it's like putting a battery in the wrong way. It simply doesn't work. You people have convinced yourselves that, well, we can't win legitimately, but we can win illegitimately. You can't win illegitimately. It doesn't work. It's like trying to put a baby back into the mother. I mean, there are things that just don't work. But you idiots think that you can control the world by just ruining everything and lying and manipulating people. People, right, are better off knowing where they stand. Okay? That's how people are better off. What we don't need is this flippy floppy, wishy washy, non-belief in any authority, right? Which is what liberalism is. It's a joke. All you're doing is creating a population of people who try to be as weird as possible, and then you put them up on a poster and say, this is the norm. It's not the norm, and people know it isn't the norm. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. All of these social manipulations, primarily using the media. This is becoming quite a broad video. Again, I've got to say that depicting 80% of the people in British advertising as black is absurd. Black people know it's absurd. You may as well depict you may as well depict 80% of the people as Chinese or Aboriginal Australians. It's absurd. But you're doing it to try and engineer an agenda. I've said it before, if I was black, I'd be looking at it like, what? It's absurd. And the people behind it are trying to create this false, artificial, nonsensical garbage world that doesn't exist. It's lying. And people are not going to follow lies. You guys, you are focused so much on lying, you've lost yourselves. You don't have any, there's nothing in you. And people are just going to eventually sweep you out of the way because of your lies. People don't follow lies, they follow the truth. All right? You people have directed yourselves, right, to focusing on the lowest common denominator of society, believing that you can manipulate them into a position of power. It's disgusting. It's the same principle that you used, right, to try and overthrow the monarchies of Europe. And unfortunately, in some instances, you were successful. But the problem is, you're still left with people who need leadership. Here's an example, right? After the terror in the French Revolution, what happened? Excuse me. A period of instability. And what happened? Napoleon emerged. Why? Because people need leadership. And you people know this. So you're like, what can we do? Okay, well, we can either control these new leaders that emerge, or we can create something else and try and control that. You guys are obsessed with working in the shadows. It's disgusting. How about you have some actual guts, some actual backbone, but you can't because that's inherent to your whole ideology. Sneaky, snide behaviour. It's disgusting. And it filters down through everything. So what we need is courageous, proper, strong leadership. All right? You've tried to create a situation where people you want them to believe that there is no order, there's no discipline, there's no justice, nothing. It's just a free for all. It's a joke. It's a complete joke, and that's why nothing works. The generation who grew up in the last 20 years, they don't know how good it used to be. You've created a fake world, a completely fake world, and it's a disgrace. And we need to get rid of it as soon as possible and return to reality. Return this world to reality. You scumbags have tried your best to just vomit lies over everything. I'm sick of it. You people are disgraces. Complete disgraces. There is no chance that I'm not going to do every single thing I can to fix this situation. There is zero chance. And I'm not the only person. And when other people get on board and start to see the right way things should be, they will become aware of how badly they've been lied to. And what do you think is going to happen then? Honestly, I mean, growing up and living in this period of time, for me, I feel two things. I feel one thing, I feel disappointment, and I feel joy. I feel joy because it's the best opportunity to do something good. What a mess. And all because it's so sad. So I'm going to set about trying to fix it. It's that simple. I'm going to start writing down my ideas and then I'm going to get them implemented. And they will be proper ideas, not lies, not scummy, deceitful lies. It's going to be based on the truth. If the truth is uncomfortable, so be it. But better that than this fake mess that you people have created. What a mess. It can't continue. It can't continue. What an absolute mess. I don't know what to say more than this. I'm always making videos about how annoyed I am. Eventually I'm just going to have to start making videos to and other media to tell people how it's going to be. Because this nonsense can't go on. It's just more and more lies. Blah. Someone's sitting there just pumping out these lies. And you know what? It's got to stop. And the only thing that's going to stop it is the truth. And these people are terrified of it. But don't be afraid. It just means you're going to be sidelined. That's all. What a mess. What a mess. But never mind, messes can be cleaned up. Honestly, you people.